Have you ever thought why the silent people are considered as a person who has nothing to say? Just imagine of one situation when where there is one person who is not talking to you, and people think that okay, this person is quite underconfident to me, or maybe of something else, something else, or maybe this person has nothing to say just because the person is silent. Does it really? This is really truth or prudent? So, in this video, I will be talking to this topic only and sharing my own opinions on this topic, that why people think that is it is like this, and how we can come out of this mindset and stop blaming others. So let's start today's video. So this is Janvi, and I'm here to as I have talked to you all people that okay, I'm gonna make a video on this topic and this all are the subtopics. So let's start with the very first topic, that is why people think that a person who is silent has nothing to say. It is because the person who seems uh, who has been weak and is frank and shows like and seems like the one who is weak in appearance, etc. They sometimes have self doubt or inner doubt on themselves only, that whether they are confident or not, and the rest of people, the world, took that advantage, took to they have the opportunity and they took that opportunity, or whether can say advantage, to make those person feel shame or underconfident, those who don't have nothing to say. So that's the only reason why people think that the person who's silent has nothing to say. Now one more thing which will be coming in your mind, I think, that is why people think like this, especially in our Indian society. People think that someone who is more loud, who is more who looks more confident, whose appearance is good, who is beautiful not in the sense of the the language, their but just on the basis of their facial expression and their fairness. That's it. That's why, and that's the only reason why Indian people are like this. That those people were confident are the only ones who are fair in color, or maybe good in physical appearance. But being a teenager and being the youth of this country, I really want to abolish this thing. I really want to make other students who are and make other teenagers who are of my age aware to these all things, that these all things happen sometimes, like when someone is sitting not talking to anyone, and the person used to feel like okay, like this person is like this only, or he or she is showing her attitude, that and people don't try to understand them, that why they are silent. Now, I want to tell you that what could be the reasons of their silence. I believe that as I have talked to many people, I found that the first reason is loneliness. People feel that they don't have any friends, or they are not, and nobody cares about them. That's why. And actually, I have also faced it for many a times, because there has been a lot of such circumstances in my life as well. Though I have experienced this, but not but as a temporary situation only, not as a permanent one. I have friends and I'm happy. But I sometimes used to believe, so maybe that could be the one reason. That is loneliness. Now the second reason could be their environment, right? Their environment, the people they are in. Like what happened, that if I am a person who's belonging to someone different state, like I'm belonging to Bengal. So Bengal, they have a different culture, they have a different tradition, uh, they have different language, accent, right? So they will be the ones who have different tone of speaking, right? If I belong from a state like Kerala, or Karnataka, or maybe any state of South India, do have having some other different accent, some other different way of speaking the language, because and some maybe some other culture and tradition. Not maybe they have different culture and tradition. If I want to talk about the states in north like Jammu, uh, uh, Ladakh, they also have a very different, diverse kind of culture and tradition. They have different languages, tone of speaking. So people make fun on this basis only, from which state the person is belonging, and what kind of accent a person has. And that could be the one reason that why the person, and I would like to add one more point over it, that is, um, sometimes people bully them, and as I've heard many people saying me or considered me as a Biharan. I've heard this word many a times from my own classmates, and it doesn't make me feel like okay. And whole not all the students are like this, but I faced one girl. I will definitely gonna make one separate video on this, not criticizing her, but to explain the way, like what kind of criticism the students face, so that they can, and what could be the steps which can be taken to avoid this. Now let's come to the final and the conclusion part, and the ways to prevent and to come out of this. Stop being silent. In the order to finding those answers, I really want to know that, being, what are the problems you face first of all. Let me know in the comment section. With this, I want to take a leave. Thank you. Have a nice day. And I will attach the third reason in the comment section, by pinning by pinning those comments which are more valuable and which I found more valuable. Okay, with this, have a great day.